Hello. Um, if you've come to this channel because of my channel name, I'm very skeptical when it comes to organized religion, but I'm kind of doing this for myself to, as a spiritual journey of sorts. Um, yeah, if you look at my display picture, it's of an observer. I don't know if you've watched the show Fringe, but I struggle with the concept of organized religion simply because of how it's been used as a political instrument, even even within the text. Um, Even though in certain religions it's the word of God as written by man, there's so much room for and interpretation and human error. So I kind of want to read different texts, trying to, I wouldn't say be objective, because that's very hard to do. But instead of looking at it as a sermon, just dissect it as if it were any other text. Um, for me to do this, it's kind of a video diary. You can join me on this journey. I like engaging with people, and I hope to get different perspectives and insight. I want to create a safe space for debate, um, interpretation, education. Just create a forum. Um, during during my spiritual journey, I have seen a lot. I won't say it all, just because religion is so vast. There are so many, but I've seen a lot. I've studied atheism, um, agnosticism. Does does that really count? Um, Mormonism, Christianity, and then different factions of Christianity. So, Pentecostal, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh Day Adventist, etc., etc. Judaism, Islam, the Nation of Islam, uh, Buddhism, Taoism, the Orishas, just so many. But I think right now to start, because we got to set smart goals, I'm going to try and make it through the Bible. Let's do this. Let's do that much. So just background so that you can get an idea of where I'm coming from. Yeah, I grew up in. I have one friend who says there's a difference between spirituality and religious, but the thing is, I guess where I get confused is if you actively participate in the religion, as in like perform the rituals and yeah um, perform the rituals, dedicate um, a whole bunch of time and energy into the institution, integrate it into your life. So in the sense where it's almost like a culture, how are you not religious? I don't know, because I always interpreted spirituality as maybe having a relationship with God, but um, n- not within those constraints. If that makes sense. I don't know. I could be dead wrong. Um, but that's just the place that I'm coming from. So a lot of people in my life, I'd say, are Christians, different factions, evangelical, Pentecostal, Catholic. Um, for me, I tend to act more as an observer, and I'm open to religion, but I would say that I'm very critical. Um, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. There was this one person, I saw a video where this lady was like, when she read the entire Bible, and she was like, "This is a load of nonsense." Um, but then somebody told her, "Are you reading the Bible to find yourself or to find God?" So then she read it again, and she had this spiritual revelation. So let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's go on the journey. Um, I don't know. I've participated in Bible studies at church, but to me it kind of felt more like another Sunday sermon. But maybe I'm just not taking it in the way it's meant to be taken. I don't know. I enjoyed the analysis that Jordan Peterson and his crew did on Genesis. I appreciate that style, but you can definitely see bias, even though different voices were in the room. It was one of those situations where it's um, who's not at the table. So if we wanted to know what uh, uh, like a cross section of what Judeo-Christian men think about the Bible, then there you go. But who's left out of the conversation? Especially considering how the Bible has been built or has been used as a colonial instrument. So, I also enjoyed this one channel, Cruise. They've had different panels on Christianity versus traditional, I believe, Nigerian religions. And then they've had panels on where Muslims and ex-Muslims talk, where it's kind of a meeting of the minds. So I found that really interesting. So hopefully, if this scales and we get some sort of community, it would be great to have and facilitate those kinds of discussions. So yeah, that is the goal of this channel. Um, yeah. So step one, we're gonna listen to the Bible and go through that and see what we take out of it. Yeah. And the next one, I don't know. I'll see. But the goal is to tackle the Abrahamic religions first. And then we'll take it from there. I'm really interested to learn about Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism. I was reading a lot about Ayurveda, so it'd be, I don't know. I just kind of want to take it all in and see. I've seen this book floating around in shorts. This is a thing you'll learn about me. If left to my own devices, I will just continue to ramble. But I saw this short running around, and it's this, I think it's called The Book of Spiritual Wisdom or something like that. I want to get it. It sounds fascinating. And then some people that just have like you can really see how religions are created, because sometimes when you hear people's ideas, it's like and then you see how they amass followings. Like, I know when I was on YouTube, this is over a decade ago, but Richard Dawkins, who's that other guy? I can't remember his name, but there was this sector of YouTube with prominent atheists. I don't know why Richard Dawkins' name is the only one I can pull up right now, but there were even other channels as well, like Cult of Dusty. I remember the Amazing Atheist. I can't remember if Thunderfoot was an atheist. I think there was a girl, and I think she was called Oh My God, It's So or something. She was a really talented artist, and I wish I remembered her. I wish I remembered her channel better, because I really liked her content, because I feel like she would actually analyze the verse and then be critical of it, whereas I feel like some of the other people, it was more anecdotal, or maybe that's not the right word, but yeah. Anyways, we'll touch on that. Next step, Genesis. I've already completed Genesis. I had to. It was the church I was attending. It wasn't for Bible study, but they had like a book of the month. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just taking it one step at a time. We're gonna read one chapter. I'm gonna try and do it daily if I can. I'm gonna try. And yeah. And from my experience of already reading Genesis and taking notes, it's gonna be rough, because some of the chapters I didn't really have much to say or many questions. So Maybe I'll condense chapters. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.